The following presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
My name is Stevie Richards, and I'm the owner and founder of Stevie Richards Fitness. I started Stevie Richards Fitness with one simple mission statement: to help others. I know what it's like to be injured. I know what it's like to be hurt. I know what it's like to be in pain each and every day of your life. I also know how to modify to overcome that pain, to overcome that discomfort, to overcome your injuries. And that's why I created the programs I did at Stevie Richards Fitness. Every single exercise has a modification. Everything can be successfully completed, no matter your age or fitness level. And that's what I infused in the 12 and 16-week resistance band training programs to pass along to you at an affordable, accessible price. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you, and I'm here to help you every step of the way.
Oh shit! It's Vince Russo!
Vince McMahon's best kept secret.
I am the Antichrist of professional wrestling!
David Arquette won the world title!
I've got a wife, 3 kids at home, and I really don't need this shit.
How can this show be so awful, Mr. McMahon? I didn't think it was.
Viagra on a pole match.
And Hogan, you big bald son of a bitch, kiss my ass!
Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
McMahon, the family, the Rock, they screwed us all!
Now, you're the editor, right?
Mankind did it! Jumpy, beat me! Goldberg speared Russo out of the cage!
I'm from New York.
I'll get downright nasty.
This is Vince Russo's The Brand.
Good morning, everybody. We have survived WrestleMania, the 5.5 hours that I know I watched and people watched longer. I just went on an unbelievable tirade, bro, for 20 minutes on Twitch that you didn't even hear. And you can hear it, bro, and you can follow me on Twitch. Just go to twitch.tv/Vince Russo Live. Jeff, I spoke a little bit about before we go into the show. I spoke a little bit about this TV personality, Ashley. What's her last name?
White, I believe. Let me pull it back up. Yeah, Ashley White.
Okay, yeah, I spoke about Ashley White, bro, this poor girl that left the arena by herself, some type of a TV personality. She got into an Uber with a crazy Uber driver. She was scared for her life. She was tweeting live from the Uber. Finally, she found some cops to help her. But my whole point was, bro, that I was trying to make before we even get into WrestleMania. Bro, this show is in New York, New Jersey. Okay, bro, it's in New Jersey. A lot of people are staying in Manhattan. A lot of them are coming from countries all over the world. A lot of them are non-speaking people. A lot of them have families. All of a sudden, bro, it's midnight. It's midnight in New Jersey. And then these people, bro, have to figure out how to get back to the city, whether it's subway, whether it's train, whether it's an Uber. But guys, you got to understand, this was my point. Okay, bro, I'm from New York. I've been in New York 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning. Bro, these people from out of town, there were 80,000 people at the show. Bro, these are prime targets for crime, whether it's on a train, whether it's on a subway, especially, bro, you don't speak English. You're scared. You're lost like Ashley was. Here was my point, bro. Number one, the WWE has to have that conversation. They got to know that people are coming from all over the world with families. A lot of them are staying in Manhattan, so they got to find their way back from New Jersey to the city. They have to have that conversation about the well-being of the fans. That conversation has to happen. Number two, bro, there was no reason in the world for this show to end at midnight, bro. No reason in the world, bro. They were freaking breakdancing, Jeff, at 11:45. Carmella and R-Truth. There was no reason for this show to go to midnight. 80,000 people. Everybody's got to get home. Many foreign speaking, many not familiar with their surroundings. Many have kids. Again, bro, responsibility. It goes back to Saudi Arabia, bro, and everything happened there. Bro, there's no responsibility when it comes to dollars and cents with the WWE. You don't need John Oliver to tell you that. When it comes to money, bro, there's no responsibility. But I am telling you, Jeff, any other company is having that discussion. Any other company, somebody is saying exactly what I'm saying. Wait a minute, bro. This show is going to end at 12 o'clock. We got a lot of people from coming out of town. They're going to have to get back to Manhattan. They're not familiar with the subway and the railroad. Do we really need to go to midnight? That conversation is going to happen with a normal company. And maybe, bro, after the conversation, they decide, oh, no, everybody will be okay. But my point is, bro, you got to have that conversation, number one. Number two, Jeff, please, be the devil's advocate. Give me one reason why this show had to go to midnight.
We got Brandon with 20 cheers, Boris with 100 cheers, Troy with some cheers. I can't be the devil's advocate on that. It's funny you bring up that dance thing. I tweeted my buddy. I said, well, the show's only 6 hours and 45 minutes in. F it, let's have a dance break. You know, for those of us that started watching at 7, the show was, 5.5 hours? But you look at the people, we talked about it last year. I think the show went the same length. The pre-show started at 5. They've been there all day, in the parking lot. They have to wait in line to get in there. It was ridiculous getting out there. You see the pictures online of the lines at the train station. There's no reason it has to be this long. And especially when, 90% of the matches, but probably 100 when you really go through it, really had no storyline. So you're just putting on an extended wrestling show with a bunch of matches. It doesn't need to be that long. I don't understand it. I really don't. I mean, are they really making that much more money in concessions and all that stuff for the extra hours? People have to eat their meals. I'm sure that's part of it. But it's just dreadful, man. When people are leaving early during the main event so they can get out of there quicker and don't have to wait in traffic and all that stuff. You don't want people leaving in your main event because the show's so long.
Yeah. And Jeff, before I even get into the show, let me tell you, first of all, I want to, Jeff, I'm being dead serious. I had to look up the year. I am 58 years old. There has only been one time in my life where I have watched something this long. I was thinking about it, bro. No concert came close to this. No baseball game, no football game, nothing. I never sat there and watched anything for 5.5 hours in my life. And I'm sitting here, bro. First of all, I was done in 2 hours. Bro, Jeff, you can go back and watch my Twitch feed.
How long was that game set? How long was that Cubs-Indians game 7? I bet you that was pretty close.
It wasn't 5 hours, bro. No way. No way. Bro, 2 hours. I was done. You can go back and look at my Twitch feed. I was playing with my dolls. I was playing with Rocky, Ron Burgundy, and Andy Kaufman. They put on a whole little show. Bro, I broke out the megaphone. I was doing everything I could do to get through the show. Jeff, in 1973, think about this, bro. I'm a 12-year-old kid. I'm 12. And I've talked about this before. I'm 12, bro. The last Planet of the Apes movie came out. So they at the drive-in, bro, they played all 5 ape movies in succession. My father took me. My father was asleep by the second one. I watched all 5 movies. So, bro, each ape movie was, maybe an hour and a half. So, like, you times that by 5, bro, you're talking about 7.5 hours. Bro, that was the only time I did that in my life until 46 years later, when the WWE thinks that their product is so riveting that Vince Russo has to sit there for 5.5 hours and watch this.
There was a Yankees game, I think it was 2 years ago, that went 7.5 hours, and I watched the whole thing.
I doubt 7.5 hours.
No, it was.
All right. And bro, not only that,
it was like 19 innings or something.
Here's why I'm really pissed off. Okay.
There's only one reason.
Well, bro, 5.5 hours. Okay. Amy's sick. Okay, bro. So she's in bed. Okay. So now, bro, I don't want to keep Penelope in the cage for 5.5 hours. Okay, bro. So I'm downstairs in my studio right here doing the show. Freaking Penelope's roaming around upstairs. Okay, because I don't want to put her in the kennel 5.5 hours. Okay, bro. So, bro, freaking 3 hours in, I'm trying to check on her to make sure. 3 hours in, I freaking go upstairs and, bro, she's freaking gnawing on my brand new couch like it's a ham freaking sandwich. Okay, bro, she chewed a hole in my couch, brand new freaking couch. I've had the couch for a month because I'm sitting down here like an imbecile watching wrestling for 3 hours. She's bored out of her mind, so she decides she's going to eat the couch. All right, bro. So now I'm even more pissed off, bro, because that would have never happened if this show would have had a normal time. Is Vince McMahon going to pay for my couch?
What happens when you have her down with you when you're on Twitch for that long?
She doesn't come in the basement.
Oh, she's still scared of the steps?
She's afraid of the Pac-Man machine, bro, the noise.
God, that's awesome.
So I can't get it down here. I can't get it down here where I can watch her. So she's roaming around upstairs. Is Vince McMahon going to pay for my freaking couch?
Somebody said earlier in the Twitch chat that the fans choose to go to this, and that's true. I'm sure they knew it was going to be that long going in, but that doesn't mean it's still fair for them. A lot of people want to make a WrestleMania in their lifetime. Like it's like a Super Bowl. It's something people like to go to. You know, I just don't think it's fair, whether these people are paying or not, to have to ask for that type of commitment from people. A lot of people bring their kids. When you're talking, who knows what time they got there? They got out at midnight. So at least they have to eat lunch and dinner while there. I'm sure there's 80,000 people that had to take a dump through the thing. Like you're living an entire day in this stadium. You see it at near the end of the show. They're whooped. They're dead. And I don't know. I think a lot of the matches just don't come across like they want them to. Obviously, the booking and the storylines up play a part, but the crowd's hot at the beginning of the show and they're dead at the end of the show. And if the marks are dead during some of these matches that they normally should like, that's a fatigue factor. And okay, they were at NXT and they were at the Hall of Fame and they went to MSG and saw Ring of Honor in New Japan and they went to WrestleCon. And then they're sitting there, you know, I know WWE doesn't care about all those other events, but that's what these fans are doing. And by freaking, I think it was like 10 or 10:30, I was thinking this crowd's already whooped, you know, and there was another 2 hours left in the show.
Yeah. There was talk yesterday on Twitch, and it was baloney, that the Bret Hart guy, the guy that assaulted Bret Hart, whatever, was a brand member. First of all, bro, I got the guy's Twitch. He didn't even follow me.
Well, it's probably okay. I didn't see this, but I guarantee it was a hater that just started that just to be an a-hole.
Yeah, well, whatever. But guys, here's my point. Like, let's just touch upon that real quick. You know, first of all, again, bro, you know, not for anything. I saw, I think it was Raj Giri say online, oh, bro, you know, one bad apple can't spoil the bunch. You know, bro, Raj, don't give me one bad apple can't spoil the bunch. Bro, that's who the WWE is drawing these days. They are drawing those types of people. Those are the fans that are going to the events. It's not, bro, you have doctors and lawyers and school teachers and firemen and policemen and one thug in the crowd. Sorry, Raj. That's the type of fan that the WWE is drawing these days to their events. That is what the wrestling fan is like, bro. Okay, bro.
I think that's a little extreme.
Good.
This guy clearly has
putting over
He clearly has mental issues.
Who's the guy? Dak? Who's the guy?
I don't know. I refuse to look at all that crap. They're giving him too much attention.
Yeah, they're putting over the wrestler. I think he's from the Revival. Dash.
Oh, that. Yeah, Dash Wilder clocked him.
Dash Wilder. Bro, this guy is totally restrained by 15 people. They already beat the living shit out of this guy. They dogpiled him in the middle of the ring. First of all, bro, can I say something? Of course, I'm not going to condone what this maniac did. But, bro, honestly, when you do something like that, there's an outside chance that you have mental issues. There's an outside chance, bro, you're not cooking on all 4 burners. There's an outside chance something is wrong with you. The normal person does not act that way.
Yeah, I don't think it's an outside chance. I think it's pretty clear that this guy is a lunatic.
Okay, yeah, the guy hits the ring. They dogpile him. You got wrestlers dogpiling him. They beat the living shit out of this guy. Okay, bro? So now they're walking the guy out of the ring. He's totally beat up. He's totally spent, totally restrained. And this, what's his name? Zach Wild. Who is this guy?
Dash Wilder.
Dash Wild, bro. Clearly seen on footage while the guy is being restrained and he's been beaten half to death, turns around and clocks this guy square in the face and then walks away like nobody saw it, bro. Meanwhile, of course, it's on video. Of course, it's all over the internet. And people are putting this guy over. Are you out of your freaking minds, bro? For all Zach Wilder could have known, this guy could have been mentally challenged. You have no idea. And while the damage is done and we've already beaten the shit out of him, bro, you're going to clock this guy in the face? Bro, who does that? Bro, can you imagine a professional athlete doing that, Jeff? Can you imagine if somebody runs onto the field? The Phillies are playing. Okay, a guy runs out on the field. A guy takes down Rice Hoskins. Okay, bro? Sea of security now come, tear the guy away, make sure Rice is all right. Okay? Can you imagine a Bryce Harper coming in from right field, and while the cops have this guy and while they're cuffing him, Bryce Harper punching the guy in the face? Who does that? Like, who freaking does that? Dash Wilder is just as mentally disturbed as the guy that attacked Bret Hart. Bro, if you don't think you're not going to be sued, if you don't think the WWE is not going to be sued, if you don't think you're not going to lose your job, you're out of your effing mind. And bro, and then you got the marks on the internet putting this guy over. God, guys, imagine if it's you, bro. Imagine if you have a brother that has some kind of a handicap or is mentally disturbed or is high on drugs or whatever the case may be, and he does something like that. He hits a wrestling ring, and then a wrestler, after he's being restrained, bro, he could have caused brain damage hitting this guy square like that, and he could have killed this guy. And the freaking marks are going to put that over like this guy is a hero? Like, are you out that, bro? Normal people don't act like that, bro. Why do you think I try to disassociate myself with wrestling? People don't freaking act like that, bro. That is moronic, bro. And you're supposed to be a pro? You're supposed to be a pro? That's how pros handle themselves, bro? Are you out of your mind?
Well, in the ring, I totally understand why they beat the crap out of the guy. I guess the guy even punched Bret Hart, got some shots in. You don't know if this guy's got a knife. You don't know what he's got, so I totally agree with them beating his ass in the ring. But when they have him contained and they're escorting him out and this guy comes up and clocks him, like that guy's Dash Wilder's got serious rage issues to do that. The guy was done, and you wonder, okay, the next day, and Corey Graves put it over on commentary. I was flipping through the pre-show, and he called him the heavy-handed Dash Wilder. So he's putting that over on the air, which I thought was ridiculous. But you wonder, okay, then they lose the titles. You wonder if this guy's like gonna lose his job because
of course he has to. Bro, he has to, because, bro, normal people like me are going to call that out. Bro, what if John Oliver plays that next week? What is John Oliver going to say? You know what John Oliver's going to say, bro? He's going to say this is another wrestler on roid rage. That's what he's going to say. He's going to say that's how wrestlers act on steroids. He's got to lose his job, bro. I mean, my God, guys, of course I'm not endorsing what the guy did. I'm a huge Bret Hart fan. But for somebody to do something like that, bro, their brain's not right. Okay, something is wrong. A normal person does not do that. But then, bro, like Jeff said, okay, bro, you want to get your shots in on the ring when you're dogpiling the guy, get your shots in. But I mean, my God, bro, like this guy could have suffered severe brain damage. He could have been killed. I mean, bro, I cannot believe what I saw. I could not believe I saw that with my own two eyes, bro.
No, and he clocked him hard. It was vicious. Like, it was scary to watch. You know, Lee Waves fan said the guy attacking Bret deserved an ass kicking. Yeah, he already had it, though. He had it in the ring when he was a threat. He wasn't a threat at that point. They had him. It was over. You know, if Bret Hart would have ran up and punched him at that point, I don't know if I would think that was wrong. The guy attacked Bret. But Dash Wilder, like, just running up out of nowhere and just assaulting that guy, what makes that different than what the guy did? He was no longer a threat at that point. You know, that's the difference, I think. They got
bro,
him.
let me tell you, by stripping those guys of the titles, I can't imagine how hot Vince McMahon was.
It reflects on his company. It reflects on his company.
Oh, God, bro. Yeah, I mean, bro, well, it's not coincidental they lost the title. You'll never see that guy on their program again. You'll never see him again. Bro, somebody playing that footage back for Vince, I can't imagine, bro. I cannot freaking imagine.
Yeah, but, you know, it's totally understandable while it's occurring. This guy's assaulting your wrestler. Natalia's in there. You know, he's punching Bret. They said he punched Bret. So, I mean, that's what the reports say. I didn't see it. It's hard to see in the video. The guy could have a weapon. You don't mess around with it at that point. You get the guy down. But they had him down, and he was contained, and he was being escorted out. And that would be just like assaulting somebody in police custody. You know, it would be the same type of thing. You got him. It's over. You can't just run up and get your free shots in. That's not how it works.
Yeah, it's like, what? Like, seriously, like, what's going through your mind? I mean, you would just witness to, you know, this guy getting the shit kicked out of him. I mean, I read something, you know, Davey Boy Smith, his kid was in there, got a few shots in. I mean, bro, they killed this guy. I mean, when they were on top of him in the ring, who knows what was going on? Like, what is going through your mind to do something like, God, bro, like, come on, man. It's all the reasons why I want to be disassociated with that world. People don't act like that, bro. Professional athletes don't do that, bro. They don't do that.
Yeah, you can't be like that guy, you know, and he was kind of like that guy. He came out of nowhere just to punch the guy in the face because he wanted to hit him.
Yeah, and bro, somebody like brought up here on Twitch, you remember the Ron Artest incident?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, bro, the guy wasn't in handcuffs.
You know, and how long did they suspend his ass for?
Oh my God! And yeah, bro, that was way out of control. But you know, there was a fan in the crowd heckling him, saying whatever he said. The guy wasn't being restrained by 20 people, and then you know, Artest jumped into the crowd and cold cocked the guy. That wasn't that situation. That situation was just as wrong with what Artest did. But my God, bro, like I can't see Ron Artest. I can't see the cops coming over, you know, cuffing this guy, 10 cops, 12 cops, whatever, and then Ron Artest going in the crowd and cold cocking him. I can't imagine that would have happened, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. And I think a lot of the people that were putting him over, maybe they just thought, well, this guy attacked Bret. He should have got clocked. I don't know. I didn't see that video, and I was like, yeah, good. That guy deserved it. I was like, oh, that's scary. Like that's like raging. That's like anger for Dash Wilder to do that. You know, I liked when the guys they were quick into the ring to stop the guy. That's the stuff I like to see. I don't like to see somebody that's already restrained just get beat on. You know, we'll know by tomorrow. I mean, if he's on Raw tonight, bro,
I can't imagine. I think there would be total outrage. I can't imagine, because that clip's going to get around. That clip's going to be shown. I can't imagine. Bro.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the show, Jeff.
Yeah, let's talk about it. The return of Hulk Hogan to WrestleMania opened the show with Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, and you know what, bro? Again, I know what that means to Hulk Hogan. I mean, that is huge for Hulk Hogan, bro. And that makes me happy. I mean, it really, really does. I mean, you know, again, bro, the guy made some mistakes in his life, said some things he shouldn't have said, you know, apologize for those things. Time has passed. And for him to get that opportunity is a huge deal for him. And, you know, I mean, good for him, bro. I mean, that's, you know, I mean, again, bro, I like to see guys happy. You know, I was watching, you know, clips of DX, you know, being in the Hall of Fame, you know, good for those guys, bro. It means a lot to those guys. Good for those guys. I'm glad for those guys. I would never, ever take anything away from them. So like, I felt the same way about Hogan.
Well, this was a cool tweet to see. I don't know if you saw this. One of the, you know, outspoken critics has been Big E about Hogan's return. And the last time he didn't feel like his apology was sincere and all that stuff. Well, Big E tweeted yesterday, "I'd like to think everyone deserves a path to redemption. I appreciate Hulk Hogan taking the time to apologize and hear my position today." So hopefully, you know, that he's making it right backstage with a lot of these people that were offended. But you know what cracked me up about this? You know, he said, came out and he made the Silverdome joke, because the last time he was at WrestleMania when they were in New Orleans, and he said Silverdome. You know, he said the arena wrong. And then he said, "No, I'm just kidding, at MetLife Center." So he still said it wrong after making the joke about saying it wrong last time, because it's not the MetLife Center. I thought that was funny.
Well, I give you credit, because, you know, I was happy that he came out, but I didn't listen to a word he said. So, okay.
Yeah.
Then we have Heyman come out, bro. This, bro, if you were ever going to do the animated Paul Heyman spot, this was a spot. In front of 80,000 people, bro, if he was going to come walking down that ramp as a cartoon character, I think it would have got a phenomenal pop. They had all the CGI going. If you were going to animate Paul Heyman, this was the time to do it. I could not believe, bro. I was shocked. Did you notice he did not start this promo with "My name is Paul Heyman"?
Yeah. I mean, I think it was smart, actually, because his character's supposed to be pissed off at that point. It wouldn't make sense for him to do it. So, you know, it wasn't just, I was glad not to hear it. It actually made sense.
But hold the phone, Jeff. Didn't we know 2 weeks ago the girls were going to be main eventing?
Yeah, I know.
Did you just find that out tonight?
Yeah, I know.
Well,
yeah,
why wasn't that part of the story?
Yeah, well, why wasn't a lot of stuff the part of the story? That was part of it. You know, okay, now all of a sudden, Brock Lesnar can pick and choose when his matches during the night? Like, we have Alexa Bliss booking WrestleMania matches. Like, did the wrestlers run the show? Like, they never make logical sense. How come Brock Lesnar can show up at WrestleMania and say, okay, our match is going first? Like, it doesn't make sense logically if you're trying to portray this, you know, like it's supposed to make sense. And this is how it would be laid out backstage. Now, that's not how it would happen. He doesn't just get to pick and choose. And then, you know, well, you can give your thoughts on the match, thoughts first, but I just thought this was booked very strangely.
Well, here's what I don't understand, Jeff. First of all, I put over here, like, I thought that the screen, the was magnificent. I like the CGI stuff, bro. I thought that stuff was magnificent. Some people are complaining about it. I'm like, bro, come on. Like, that stuff's awesome looking. Huh?
The overlays that they did?
Yeah. I thought that stuff looked great. I mean, come on, guys. Give me a break. So, bro, Brock dominates the match. Then comes the low blow. Then there were 3 curb stomps, and Rollins pins Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Here's what I don't understand, bro. Why did they do the low blow on TV? Why didn't they do it here for the first time?
On Raw, like when he did it. Yeah, there's like the repeat.
Does that make why would they foreshadow the same exact thing when if that would have came out of nowhere here, do you know how much more effective it would have been? But the fact that he did it on Raw and is doing it again, this should have been the first time he low blowed Lesnar.
Yeah, and like the whole formatting of this show was very weird to me. Like Brock opening the show, the Universal title opening the show, the WWE Championship was like halfway through the show. They were up before the secondary titles. You know, it's just that I mean, we can get into that as we go along, but the formatting was very strange. Seth beating Brock with only the low blow. You know, why couldn't like we had a Dean Ambrose come in to help him and wrap up that storyline, and Dean, you know, wants to be his friend and he's sorry for turning on him. They could have done a lot of things. I just don't think, you know, and who knows what the conversations were backstage with Brock and stuff. It just wasn't believable to me the way that it was booked. Brock absolutely destroyed him for like 5 minutes before the match even starts. But then Seth's able to beat him in 2 minutes or whatever after, you know, the match starts without any outside help, just a low blow. Come on, I'm not buying
Jeff,
that, you know?
Here's my 2 takeaways from WrestleMania. You know, number one, bro, bro, I'm not putting myself over because there are simpletons booking this. Okay, bro? They made it clear Seth Rollins was going to be the guy. Okay, bro? There was no question in my mind that Seth was not going to win the title. So I took 2 things away from WrestleMania. Number one was like 5.5 hours. Are you effing kidding me? Like, screw you guys. Like, screw you guys for ribbing me. Screw you guys. Okay. And number 2, bro, we gave the marks every single thing they wanted on this show. This was an absolute show from top to bottom to placate the marks. And bro, when I walked away from this show, I'm like, great guys, you placated the marks. You gave them every single thing that they wanted. You will not get one new viewer off of anything you did. Not one casual fan is going to tune in to see Seth Rollins as WWE champion. Not one. So what did you do, bro? You kowtowed to the people that are already there. Jeff, it goes back to what Bischoff said about that tweet. Bro, if they don't go beyond this mark pool, and then there's AEW, there's Ring of Honor, there's this, there's that. What they're going to start doing, bro, is eating away at each other's business. And then you're going to see these wrestling organizations disappear because the same fan base is not going to be able to afford to support 6 wrestling organizations. This show, starting right here, did absolutely nothing, bro, to draw new fans to the WWE. Jeff, I think the reason they put it on first was for a couple of reasons. Number one, I think off the bat, you know, they knew they were going to put him over. Off the bat, they wanted to get the crowd excited. We want to get the crowd loaded with energy because we know this is going to be 5.5 hours. And also number 2, bro, I think they wanted to do that as far away from Becky as possible. So Rollins' win did not take away from Becky's win. And I kind of knew that like from the get-go. Like I knew that's why they were starting with this match. But again, bro, I mean, Jeff, is Seth Rollins going to draw one casual fan to the WWE?
Well, I mean, I don't, you know, I always hate to blame the champion for the ratings, you know, but you know, the last time they had the belt on him for a long time, then the numbers didn't go up. So, I mean, it's cool. He's cringeworthy. He should be a heel. Like,
let me make this straight because again, people love to misunderstand me. Nobody is cool constantly kissing the ass of the marks. Okay, they are giving Seth Rollins that material. And why are they giving him that material? Bro, it's real simple. The people giving him that material are not cool. So, you're going to go out there. It's us. It's we. You put on that outfit of the home team. Bro, that's not freaking cool. So, again, bro, you placated to the people you already have. And is tonight's rating going to increase?
Probably. I would think it would. Normally, people tune in to see what happened at WrestleMania that didn't watch it. This show,
but I'm talking long picture.
Well, no. Remember last year they blew off Ronda Rousey in like the first 10 minutes, and they lost almost what was it? Almost 1 million people by hour 3. I think. So SQ Worldwide says in the chat, does it really matter? This shit is fake. It served its purpose because Brock is leaving for UFC. Well, it does matter if you're trying to keep people that don't normally watch. If you don't book it to make sense, if you don't book it where it's appealing to these people that don't normally watch, they're not going to come back. So it does matter the way it's portrayed. It matters the way that Seth Rollins is portrayed as this absolutely cheesy, you can't stand the guy baby face, which is even worse than how Roman Reigns was. So I can't believe that the fans are behind the guy. So yeah, it matters as far as drawing an audience.
Yeah. All right, Jeff, the AJ Orton match was supposed to steal the show by many. Bro, this sucked to me.
Well, I don't know if you saw, but apparently they turned on this huge yellow light in the arena, and it was blinding half the fans during this match. And they were chanting to turn the light off, and they finally turned it off. So the crowd wasn't even paying attention to the match because they couldn't see because of this giant yellow light. But again, this is going to be the theme as we go on. What was the story of this match? Why did we care who won this match?
Who advanced in this match?
I have to look because AJ won. The only reason I know is I wrote it down. I don't remember, because it didn't matter.
Yeah. Lacey Evans comes out.
Can we stop with that? How many shows in a row? They're doing nothing with this girl. How uncreative could you imagine doing your Val Venus vignettes and do the same one for 13 straight shows? Because that's what this is.
Yeah.
What's the point of her? We get it. She comes out, she walks around, waves, and goes to the back. We get this by now. Can we do something with this girl? It's so the most uncreative thing I've seen. It pisses me off because it's you have to be complete. You people are paid to write these shows. You people are paid to be creative. You're supposed to be the biggest company in the world. You've had this girl do the same exact thing for 13 straight shows.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro, listen, the guys worked their ass off in the 8-man. I did not give a shit about this. I didn't care who won. Bro, the 8-man pyramid in the corner, bullshit. Again, I don't want to take anything away from the guys and their work, but who cares? Who cares, bro?
Again, what's the story here? Just 4 guys put in a tag match. And I know that sometimes with tag teams, it's harder to do stories, especially with a 4-way, but there was no reason to care about this match at all. There was nothing here. I pointed out, why isn't Vince McMahon pissed at the Usos for forfeiting in that match that he put them in that gauntlet match? Yeah. That was his roadblock to stop Kofi. Well, the Usos forfeit, and they had 0 repercussions from Vince McMahon. So that could have been a story here that he wants to punish them and get the titles off of them because of what they did. So even something minor as that at least adds some intrigue to the match. But why should you care? Yeah.
Miz and Shane, bro. I got a couple of things to say about this. Bro, the whole match is okay. What's Shane's bump going to be? The whole match is work into the bump. That's the whole match. Thank God, bro. They took a bump. They were pretty high up, but bro, that was such a heavy insulated crash pad that it was safe. They landed on freaking 3 feet of foam. I mean, so there was nothing to that. But, bro, this is where we started. My God, Jeff, can we stop with the announce tables, bro? This is where, how many times were the announce tables used through this entire show? Every freaking match, we're clearing the announce table. We're putting people on the announce table. We're putting steps on the announce table. Guys, enough with the freaking announce table. It is so freaking overused, man. I mean, geez, guys, come on. Come up with something else creative. They must have went to that announce table, Jeff, I swear to you, a dozen times throughout this whole show.
Well, didn't it used to be where like it would be, excuse me, losing my voice, where it would be that a certain match was going to use it. So the rest of the people were told, stay the hell away from it, you know, for the rest of the night. So it meant something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if everybody's doing it, it doesn't mean anything.
Yep.
What, I don't know. I got really nothing to say about this match. We still don't know why Shane is all of a sudden an a-hole again. You know, Miz's dad, that was stupid. You know, I don't know.
I don't care. Okay, bro, the girls is when I found out that Penelope chewed my couch. So I did not see any of this match. I did not care that I did not see any of this match. I had to go back to see the finish, and the Iconics won the match.
Yeah, again, no story. The angle, if you want to call it that, was between the 3 teams on Raw. So then the one SmackDown team that wasn't involved in the match wins the belt. So, I mean, they just flip belts for no reason between teams and no stories and people. And that's why none of the titles mean anything.
Yeah. Jeff, Kofi and Daniel Bryan, this was the match where I thought they were going to keep the belt on Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan has had great heat. Beating Kofi, you know, would have given him more heat. I think they could have kept Kofi over as a babyface and maybe pay this off later on. But once they put this belt, first of all, the guys worked their ass off. You know, crazy match. You know, again, I don't like seeing Daniel Bryan take all these bumps, but I'm not Daniel Bryan. But when Kofi went over, this is where I was like, bro, they're just going to give the freaking marks everything they want tonight. They're going to put Baylor over. They're going to put Finn over. They're going to put Seth over. They're going to put Becky over. They are just going to give the marks every single thing that they want. And like I said, bro, kowtow to the marks. You are not making this show any more interesting than it is.
Well, this was the one where I didn't have an issue with it. You know, when they first started this, I didn't get the Kofi thing. He was just a guy in a tag team. For them, they built it decently for them. Like, I'm grading on a curve here because they don't build anything. This was the only thing where they tried to do something. Vince McMahon trying to screw Kofi, put all these roadblocks in front of him. They blew it at the end because we haven't seen Vince since Kofi's qualified. You know, Vince should have put a special referee in this match. He should have done something to continue to try to screw him. You know, Kofi's a small guy, but he beat a small guy. So I don't have an issue with it. I think it worked, but we'll see where they go with it. But what got me was, where's the interviews with like Daniel Bryan after this? Shouldn't Daniel Bryan be completely pissed off that he lost? Where's the interview with Kofi Kingston? They don't follow anything up. And I thought it was funny that WWE spoiled the finish by selling the T-shirt before the match even ended. I don't know if you saw that.
Exactly. Bro, I don't understand why freaking Kevin Nash wants to give these SNL guys a freaking ass exam. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
Is that the Vince McMahon humor you always talk about?
Vince McMahon humor, but like I can't understand Kevin not saying, "Wait a minute, like I want to stick my finger up this guy's ass."
No, they just probably got their payday. I mean, you know. But when you got them there, and that's the best thing you can come up with them to do, you know, like.
But because Kofi and Daniel Bryan went long, I knew that this Joe match was going to be short. Supposedly Rey Mysterio was hurt anyway. But again, bro, Joe going over. I mean, that's what the marks love Joe. So Joe went over. Bro, this crowd are not Rey Mysterio people. Rey Mysterio are the WWE real fans that were watching years ago. The kids may love Rey Mysterio, the mask and the color. In this match, for the marks, Joe is their guy. So yeah. we get Joe over.
But this is what I didn't get is Rey supposedly got hurt on Raw in the match with Corbin. So why even put him in this match and risk any further injury? There was no story. You could have just put somebody else in and would have been the same thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Then McIntyre and Reigns. I like the bagpipe gimmick. This again was very predictable. You're not gonna beat Reigns coming off of the cancer. You know, bro. Reigns getting emotional at the end. I like that. But I mean, Jeff, and I'm not saying this because of Reigns, because that was the right time. I mean, the guy was told his cancer came back months ago. Here he is in front of 80,000 people.
Well, yeah, he's not crying because he won a fake belt. He's crying because he beat cancer and got to go back to his job.
Bro, and he even went in that corner to not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
kind of hide his emotion.
Yeah.
But my God, Jeff, these shows, there's more and more and more crying on these effing shows. First of all, guys.
Yeah, I think one of the Iconics was crying in their heels, you know.
Jeff, first of all, guys, you're not winning shit. Okay, bro? Like, I don't know in your head. Bro, here's what it is. In their head, it's, we've made it. Mm-hmm. No, bro, I could tell you as a writer, it's not you made it. It's the writing of a television show. That's what it is, bro. With all the belts I put on people, it was because of the show, and it was good for the show. But I say it all the time. The marks have made it to the ring. So in their minds, oh, we won a title. We've made it. Okay, bro. But the crying, Jeff, I swear to God, I can't tell you how many World Series champion celebrations I've seen, Super Bowl celebrations. I've never seen professionals just freaking cry. You know, you'll occasionally see a guy get choked up here and there and then compose himself. But my God, bro, every other match, somebody's in that ring crying. Like, what the F, bro? Like, could you imagine King Kong Bundy crying?
Yeah, if it fits the story and you want the character to cry, that's one thing. With Roman Reigns, it wasn't anything to do with winning a fake match. Right. It was he beat a disease. But, you know, I talk about Sasha, the boss. She cries all the time. But look at the end of the show. Becky's not crying. She may cry when she gets backstage, but you got to be professional in that ring, and you got to stick to your character. You know, heels shouldn't be crying when they win championships or whatever.
I'm going to tell you why Becky wasn't crying when we get to the end of the show.
Okay, all right, but I was glad to see that she did not cry.
Bro, one of my favorite things on the freaking gimmick was Elias's 3-man show. I loved that. I thought that was very creative. I loved it. Bro, the Babe Ruth, bro, I did not understand any of it. Bro, here's what I really don't understand. I mean, bro, you talk about placating to the marks. Bro, I don't care how bad your movies were. Why would you freaking bury your own movies? Bro, you're vindicating them. You're vindicating the marks now that say you suck. Your movies suck. Everything about you sucks. Jesus Christ, bro. I mean, I'm sorry about that, God, but bro, you're gonna bury your own film career, and you're gonna expect people to hire you in Hollywood when you're going out in front of 80,000 people and saying your movies suck.
Yeah, that line didn't make sense. The rest of it I liked. I liked seeing Cena back in that gimmick. I mean, it was entertaining as hell when he did it. This was definitely not PG, you know, some of the things that he was saying, talking about a hairy bush or whatever, and Shih Tzu, but yeah, the Babe Ruth thing, I didn't get the connection. And it went on very, very long. I don't know. But yeah, the burying of his movies, that line was weird, but I thought the rest of it was good. I like Cena like this.
Jeff, I never saw Cena like this. This is the first time I ever saw this thugonomy. I never, ever
It was
saw
hilarious,
any of this.
man. It was hilarious. Like, yeah.
So, okay. That brings us to Triple H and Batista. I mean, bro, I said it last year. Jesus Christ could appear at WrestleMania and would not get the entrance that Triple H. It's comical. It's comical, bro, that every freaking year, no matter who's on the card, no matter what the match is, Triple H always gets that kind of an entrance.
Yeah. I'm starting to notice these things I don't ask him these things because it's not my business and he shouldn't be telling me this anyway, but Rudy must be really well respected there because Triple H is picking the referee for his match. He used to get every Cena match. He got Cena and Undertaker, and he gets Triple H's match this year. I think they really like Rudy's work.
I think they feel sorry for him. I really do. I think they feel sorry for Rudy. Like, this kid's going nowhere. Look at him. He's got a belly. I mean, he lives in Evansville. I mean, that's got to work against him.
That's
I mean, I think it's a pity. I think it's a pity call.
Yeah. What did you think of this match, though?
Bro, again, I wrote here, like, stop with the tables already. Like, this was the match that I called on my megaphone because I'm so bored out of my mind at this time. Like, I don't care what happened, but just the table spots. And then, he's breaking his fingers, but his fingers are perfectly fine by the end of the show. And again, bro, like you want to do something totally shocking, put Batista over. Put Batista over and then figure out how Triple H comes back. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, come on, bro. Like the guy, this will be my last match. Well, bro, we know it's not going to be your last match. So like, what's the point of this match if you're going over? But bro, why even have that stipulation? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like this is not going to be your last match. You're not going to lose. Why even have the stipulation, bro? Because by having that stipulation, all you do is make the match 100% predictable.
Well, and Batista retired this morning. So if he was going to retire, why didn't they do career versus career? I don't get that. Like, he announced his retirement on Twitter. Thank you, everybody. I'm retiring.
Unless it's an angle.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, but he lost. So you would think, you're going to go out and lose on your last match. It would make sense.
Yeah.
But if that is the case and he really is retired, why didn't they do career versus career?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, bro. I hear you, Jeff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Angle Corbin. I got to tell you something, Jeff, before you say anything. I want to say this. This is the one instance where they did not give the marks what they want because they hate Corbin. Okay?
Yeah.
Can I tell you why?
Yeah.
I guarantee you. People are belly aching today, and you're going to hear it. Bro, I guarantee you it was Kurt's idea and request to put Corbin over. I guarantee you, bro, that was 100% Kurt Angle because I know Kurt. I know the kind of person he is. He's not an effing mark. He's all about business. He probably worked this angle and formed a relationship with Corbin. He probably liked Corbin. Corbin was probably very respectful to him in the back. I guarantee you, Kurt said, let me put this guy over. I guarantee you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense because a lot of guys, when they go out, they like to, you're supposed to do the favors. And it's not his fault that Corbin was his opponent. It's not Corbin's fault that he was put in that. People don't understand. They want to really blame Baron Corbin because it's not the match they wanted. It was a very lackluster build to Kurt Angle's final match. None of that stuff's his fault, guys, and I that people lose sight of that. This is what they decided to give the fans. Okay. And if he wanted to lose to Baron Corbin, that's his right on his last match.
Yeah. And I guarantee you that's how it went. I know Kurt, bro. I know it, and I know it went down that way. So I had no issue with this, because to me, that's the way Kurt wanted it. Bro, come on. You talk about things not making sense. Okay, bro, we know the Demon's going over, but the Demon felt that the Intercontinental title was more important than the world title. So he brought out the Demon against Lashley, but not the Demon against Lesnar. I mean, think about that for a second, bro. It's so freaking comical. It's comical, bro. It's just comical.
Yeah, and nobody cares about the Demon, and they blew it. They missed it. When people cared about it, they never used it. Now when they bring it back, nobody gives a crap. And he's making these stupid hissing noises. Yeah. And like it, and okay, so he's a Demon, so he can beat Lashley. Well, he beat Lashley and Jinder Mahal together anyway, not being the Demon. So that, like, I don't know. The booking is very strange.
Alexa Bliss, bro. I like, you know what I liked about Alexa Bliss here, bro? I really like, and I would
her
not
outfit. Her outfit.
Well, not only that, here's what I really liked, and I would not be surprised if this wasn't her call. I liked her changes, her dress changes, and her. Oh, yeah. She was like, she really hosted the show, bro. She went back and made all these wardrobe changes and did her hair differently. I like that. Bro, speaking of, you almost made me forget. I mean, we saw nice cleavage here with this last outfit. But, bro, that Charlie, people were sending me what Charlie wore Saturday night. Wow, bro.
Yeah, like, the video she posted walking down the hall.
Oh, my God, bro. Oh, now she posts a video like that, and I'm going to be sexist because I'm going to comment on it.
Yeah, I mean, she's not stupid. She knows she's gorgeous. She knows she's got a great body. So that leads me to believe, maybe she's not picking her outfits that she wears on Raw, because why would she wear that potato sack, when she's proud of showing off her body like that?
Yeah. But this is where I could not believe they were doing a dance break at this time. Could not believe it. Charlotte showing up in a helicopter. Okay. It just seemed kind of weird to me.
Well, this is why I think it was weird. Hey, she didn't land. If she would have landed in the stadium, that would have been cool as hell. I think it was taped last night.
Oh, it was definitely taped last night. No doubt about it, bro. That was definitely taped 100%.
Yeah, so it looked lame. She landed not in front of the fans, not in the arena, which I don't know if they could have done it with the ring in the canvas and all that, but maybe they could have done a little thing on the side where she landed, but she lands out in the parking lot and then walks on a carpet. But I don't know. It was very weird. The idea was cool of her showing up in a helicopter. Because it was pre-taped or whatever, and that she landed outside in an empty parking lot, that just didn't work for me.
Yeah, bro. What was really weird, guy? Like, first of all, my best part, my two favorite parts of this show were Joan Jett and Elias. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, and the crowd. This tells you the type of fans. They could not care less that Joan Jett is sitting there playing in front of them.
But here's what was really weird, bro. Did you see? Rhonda comes down, she looks at Joan Jett, gives her a huge smile, and then puts on the game face. Like, what the fuck? What was that? Like, just walk to the face with your game face. Walk to the ring with your game face. Put Joan Jett over in the back.
But again, is that what Vince McMahon told her to do? We found out he was the one telling her to smile when she was smiling all the time, that we thought was stupid. Yeah.
All right, bro. Then we had this match.
Well, Charlotte arrives in a helicopter.
Yeah.
Ronda gets Joan Jett.
Yeah.
And Becky has a normal entrance.
Well, because she's the man. She's no frills. She don't need that shit. That's the idea behind it, bro. Yeah. She's Austin. Yeah. Black trunks. That's the idea behind it.
Yeah, well, Austin, even back in 1997 or whatever, had a whole glass shatter and him walk through it. So even he got something.
Yeah. Bro, then we had this match. Bro, Ronda almost killed herself on that upside down spot.
I know. When she fell like on her head or whatever outside the ring, that was kind of
First of all, bro, like I do not know how her boobs were staying in. I mean, that was the thing. I was like, there's no way, like, and there's one of them's coming out. Like, there's no way. But the boobs stayed in. She almost killed herself on that spot, bro.
I think Becky was cold at the start of the match. I think I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that too. I couldn't zero in on that too well.
Yeah.
But I Jeff, I don't know. I'm not a wrestler. I just felt there were a lot of spots here. I was not feeling psychology. It was very, very sloppy. I mean, there were a lot of missed spots. The crowd was dead. What's your view on the match?
Yeah, but yes, and I don't know if a lot of that stuff, the sloppiness, where that would come from, because it didn't look like to me they were trying to do the acrobatic spots where you always see the sloppiness. They were trying to make it look like a fight.
It was timing. The timing was off. The timing was off.
Yeah, but I liked that it was a fight. I liked the trash talking throughout the match.
Yeah.
You know, when somebody would be taken out for a little bit, when we always complain about this, they're outside the ring for like 10 minutes or whatever while the other people are fighting. That didn't last very long in this match, but when they did it, like they normally did something devastating first. You know, like with that ugly spot with Ronda on the outside, that was nasty. So she was down for a few minutes, but she came back in quicker. They didn't do a lot of just two people. But I don't know. It looked like a fight. That part I liked. Just the finish was very anticlimactic to me. Like it came out of nowhere. Okay. And I think that was
a couple of things. First of all, the girls worked their asses off, guys. I will never take that away from. I thought somebody was going to get hurt in there. I don't like to see this. I don't want to see the girls get hurt. They worked their asses off. All right, here's a conspiracy, bro.
All right.
And here's where they're going to drop the ball because they're clueless. They're clueless, bro. Jeff, let's go back to December when Ronda went home for Christmas and she made that statement, the more time I spend with the WWE, the less time I spend with my family.
Right.
As soon as I read that, I'm like, bro, now that she's got a taste for this and she understands that her entire life has to be the WWE, this is not going to fly. And the reason why I said that, Jeff, was because look at Ronda Rousey in MMA. She knew when her fight was. So what she had to do was train before the fight. Okay, bro, she trained where she lived. So she went home every night. So her training, bro, was her going to work 9 to 5. Wasn't being away from the family. It was I wake up, I go train, I come home at night, I'm with my family. That's not the WWE. The WWE, you're on the road, you're at house shows, you're at a different show every night. Who knows when you're going to see your kids? It's a different world. When I heard Ronda make that statement about, time away from her family, I'm like, bro, this is not going to fly because she's going to let them know that. And bro, the minute you let them know they are not the priority, you're effed. You are effed. Okay, bro, because it's the WWE is number one and everything else doesn't matter. Okay, bro, that's the mindset. So now, bro, there are reports online today. And of course, we got to take all of this with a grain of salt. But I read it in 2 different places now. Okay. Supposedly the reports are, people on the inside were saying that was not the planned finish.
Yeah, I'm not buying that at all.
Hear me out for a second.
Okay, yeah.
Hear me out for a second. Now, whether you're not buying that or not, okay, let's assume if a couple of people are reporting, people on the inside are telling us this, okay, bro, even if you're not buying it, let's assume then that those people want to get that out there. Either they want to totally F up the dirt sheets, or we're working an angle.
Yeah, because there's already been 2 mixed messages. Meltzer's reporting that was the planned finish.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So yeah.
Here's my point. Now, if I'm booking this, bro, this is how I'm booking it, because the reports are that weren't the plans finished. The referee, the count was fast, and Ronda couldn't kick out, and Becky was supposed to tap out Charlotte. Bro, let me tell you something, Jeff. You say you're not buying it, but that finish makes sense. Becky tapping out Charlotte makes sense because you still got Becky and Ronda Rousey. That's the whole idea. If she doesn't beat Ronda Rousey, you still have that match. You understand? So to me, the proper way to book this match was get her over Charlotte. Okay, bro, Charlotte's the best wrestler they have. So whether you beat Charlotte, you're not going to hurt Charlotte. And then you still got the one-on-one encounter. That's Rousey's beef. You didn't beat me. You can't beat me one-on-one. That's the real test. So to me, that's the finish. So, okay, you think it's all work. That's fine, bro, even if it's a work. But then the reports are that was supposed to be the finish, and Rousey was hot.
Well, there's also reports that the original finish was Ronda was going to tap.
Right.
And they argued all day back and forth. Is it going to be a pin or a tap? The Ronda was getting beat the entire time. So there's that report too. That's why I'm not buying any of this stuff. There's already 3 different stories out there. I don't see that referee making that call on his own in the WrestleMania main event.
Bro, he didn't have to make it on his call. They could have buzzed him in the headsets, and he made it right there, then and there.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon is in those headsets saying count to 3. He's counting to 3, bro. So I hear what you're saying, but you got to eliminate that part out of it because Vince is in the guy's headsets. So if Vince is saying count to 3, the ref is counting to 3. So he wouldn't. Would he do that on his own? No. If Vince McMahon is screaming in his headsets, he's doing it. But my point is, here's my point. It makes for a great conspiracy theory. Let's tell the story, bro. Whether it's a work or a shoot, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's a work or a shoot. And I don't give a shit, guys. And I'm not going to try to sit here and figure it out because I don't care. I'm looking at this as a writer. The best that can come out of this freaking match is they screwed Ronda. Okay, bro, the comments Ronda made at Christmas, she made it known she didn't want to work a full-time schedule. The shoot comments she made, whatever the case may be, F you, Ronda, and Vince made the call in the headsets. That's the best story you got, okay? With that being said, bro, now if I'm Ronda Rousey, again, bro, it's how you phrase it and it's how you position it because, again, oh, we can't expose the bit. Yeah, like some people believe this is real. You let Ronda Rousey go out there, bro, not pissed at Becky. None of this. You never beat me. A quick count. She doesn't even address it, bro. She doesn't even address it. She goes out there and she goes, you want to flip the script on me? That's what you want to do. That's how we're going to play this game, right? You know what, bro? No problem. Vince, you win. I have a contract. I signed a contract. Did I have any idea that working for the WWE meant that I had to put my own family second and that you didn't give a shit about me and my kid? Did I know that? No, bro. Why? Because you worked me. Stephanie worked a charm. You told me how great this was going to be, and you are absolutely full of shit. So now you want to get cute. You want to flip the switch on me in your make-believe world. Bro, fine. No problem. You got me under contract for the next year. Bro, put me in the ring with whoever you want. Let's see what happens. Okay, because you got one or two things you could do, bro. I'm under contract. I got a guaranteed contract. So you could either sit me home and pay me, which is fine by me. Or because I am a draw, because you are allowed to have a women's main event around me, you put me back on television and you put me in the ring with whoever. Let's see what happens, Vince. You want to get cute? Put me in the ring. Put me in the ring with Becky again. Put me in the ring with Dana. Put me in the ring with whoever you want. You want to get cute, bro? Let's get cute. Okay, bro? Because last night, bro, you wanted to put me in check. Tonight, I'm going to put you in checkmate. I hold all the cards. What are you going to do, bro? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to pay me to sit at home? Or you're gonna put me in that ring and watch how I screw you? Bro, that's the freaking story. That is the story. And let me tell you something, bro. I promise you, because I work there, there is enough piss and vinegar in Ronda Rousey where she can pull that off in a you don't script it. Just give her the outline. Here's the deal. We effed you. We effed you. What would you do? What would you do, Ronda? We effed you. That's the conversation I'm having with her. Bro, you do that angle that way. Now you've got people who don't care about wrestling watching. But you know what we're going to get? You didn't beat me. Oh, that was a quick count. You're going to get your wrestling bullshit because that's all they know, bro. That's all they know. So I want to think they purposely put that shit out there. That wasn't supposed to be the finish. The ref counted quick. Ronda's pissed off. I honestly want to believe, bro, they're putting all that shit out there. And, bro, I'll be honest with you. I hope they did. I hope they do exactly what I'm saying right now. Here's the problem. You don't have the people capable of doing it because you can't do this as a wrestling angle. You've got to do this as a shoot angle. Are they capable of doing that, bro? I don't think so. I mean, they've not shown me that they can, but my God, bro, they have an opportunity on a silver platter now to really, really, really make something out of this. And if they go down the "you didn't beat me" road and I want a rematch, and oh God, bro, please, I'll vomit in my own mouth.
Well, there's also the possibility they might not even go anywhere if she is taking time off, like the rumors were stating before after WrestleMania. Yeah. You know, I was like, okay, why would Ronda be the one to get beat here? So, like, I had several theories. A, she's taking time off. They won't remember by the time she comes back. B, they think that by Becky beating Ronda, that's going to elevate Becky more. It was a fluke pin. Ronda hit her move, so Ronda didn't tap. Ronda didn't get beat up to get pinned. It was a fluke, so it doesn't really hurt Ronda. And then I'm like, okay, are they testing Ronda to see if she's willing to put people over and lose? You know, so I don't know which one that is, but the ref didn't like. This is why I will never buy that wasn't the planned finish. The ref didn't quick count. Ronda didn't kick out. The only thing was she didn't have her one shoulder down or whatever, and that's what everybody's pointing out. Well, okay, you don't have your one shoulder up on one if you're going to kick out. You know, like she wasn't keeping her shoulder up because that's what it was supposed to be. So, yeah, I'm not buying it at all. That was definitely the plan.
That could be the wrestling out. That could be the story, you know?
Yeah.
Replay and all that shit.
Yeah.
When they should play it like it was Montreal all over again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If they did something like that, that would be great. But why I know they will never do what you just said is because they should have done something at the end of this show to start it.
Yeah.
You know, like when Bret spit on Vince and all that crap, and the announcers didn't know what to say and everybody was confused. They didn't go there at all. Like there was nothing. It was just Becky celebrating. So I don't see them doing anything creative and like out of the box like that.
Yeah, I just had something that I want to say that was pretty important, and I lost it because you rambled on.
Yeah, I rambled for a long time there.
God, I wanted to say something, and I know it was about this, but I don't.
Oh, Becky, Charlotte, Ronda, Becky's hair.
Oh, here's what I want to say, Jeff. Can I tell you something, Jeff? Bro, these are the conversations they don't have. Okay? Bro, they've already showed the marks. Bro, you could dictate to us. What, bro, you want Baylor over Lashley? You want Seth Rollins over Brock Lesnar. You can dictate to us what you want, and we're going to do it. Here's my question, bro. Now that they've gotten what they wanted, now do they start souring on that? You see what I'm saying, bro? Okay, bro, we wanted Vince to put the title on Becky. He put the title on Becky. We wanted Vince to put the title on Rollins. He put the title on Rollins. We wanted Vince to, the whole, okay, bro, he's done exactly what we wanted him to do. Bro, I'm telling you, now it's going to be on to the next person. They got what they wanted. Do you understand that? Bro, that was my whole thing with Kofi. Don't give them what they want, but be creative enough to keep Kofi hot and pay that off at whatever the next King of the SummerSlam, whatever's next. Pay it off there. But I mean, bro, again, I'm having this conversation. Okay, guys, we're doing this pay-per-view. We're giving the marks everything they want. Once we satisfy the marks, are they going to sour on Becky? Are they going to sour on Kofi? Are they going to sour on it and want something else? Bro, once you start letting the fans dictate to you, you're effed. You're effed, bro, because they're going to F with you. And once you pay something off, what are they going to say? Oh, that worked. Let's champion Sami Zayn now. Now we want Sami Zayn to beat Drew McIntyre. You know what I'm saying, bro? You've got to have these discussions because you got to know what you're dealing with. You're empowering these people. Jeff, you know how you've never been a parent, but when your child is a spoiled, rotten brat and you keep giving your child what they want, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse, bro. You're empowering them. They've empowered the fan base. And I'm telling you, bro, now that Kofi is the champ, now that Seth is the champ, now that Becky is the champ, they got what they want, and they're going to sour on it, and we're going to be on to the next guy. I'm telling you, bro, that's human nature. It's human nature.
Well, yeah, and especially when you don't give them anything to get out of that mindset. They don't write good television. So all the marks are focusing on is the booking, who wins and who loses, who they like, who's the good workers. They can't even give them any good programming, so the marks lose themselves in the story and start forgetting about that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do.
Yep.
And they can't do it.
Yep. I mean, bro, if they don't think that marks aren't sitting around saying, we did that. We did that. They didn't plan on putting the title on Becky. They didn't plan on putting the title on Kofi. We did that. Bro, there are times in wrestling when, bro, you get to the point in wrestling, Jeff, as a writer, where you got to give the people what they want. Sometimes it just gets down to now's the time.
Right.
Now's the right time. You got to, Austin's got to win the belt tonight. You have those moments. But, bro, you also have those moments where, bro, we're going to get Kofi over by not winning, by chasing, and we're going to add more heat to Daniel Bryan. And then when that time is right, we'll make the change. Bro, they paid everything off on one night, up and down this card. Look how this entire thing was booked, bro. Up and down this card. Bro, Seth Rollins. They wanted Seth Rollins to win. Seth Rollins goes over. The marks wanted Seth Rollins to go over.
Yeah, wait till tonight when he says, we did this together.
Yes.
He's going to be telling them that they did it.
AJ and Orton. AJ's the darling. I don't think anybody gave a shit about the 8-man tag. Well, let me not say that, okay, bro? They wanted Ricochet and Aleister Black to go over, but it's an 8-man tag, bro. Who cares? Those guys will go over when it's a singles match. You understand what I'm saying? So that doesn't matter. Miz and Shane, of course, Shane's going to go over because he's a McMahon. So they're not going to do anything with that. Then you had the girls, bro. I think, again, 4 teams. Does it really matter? We'll get the darlings, Sasha and Bailey, over when they have a one-on-one with the Iconics. Okay, bro, that's what it doesn't matter when there's 4 teams involved. They wanted Kofi over, they got Kofi over. They wanted Ray over, they got Ray over.
Joe.
Could not, Roman Reigns could not lose this match. Okay, bro. Batista and Triple H. Of course, Triple H is going over. The only monkey wrench was Kurt Angle and Corbin, and that's because Kurt Angle said, "Let me put this guy over." I guarantee you. The Demon, bro. The Demon beat Bobby Lashley and freaking Becky. I mean, my God, bro. Like, up and down, you knew what they were gonna do in every single freaking match. And bro, now they're telling the marks, you can dictate to us. You can tell us what you want. You can dictate to us. And I mean, bro, once they feel empowered, they're going to sour on Becky. They're going to sour on Seth. They're going to sour on Kofi, bro. They got what they want. They were, bro, it's like the guy's pursuing the hot chick. And the chick's being a bitch, and the chick's being a bitch, and he's pursuing her, and he's pursuing her, and he's pursuing her. Finally, the hot guy nails the chick. What happens?
The guy's hot, not the chick. You said the hot guy?
No, the hot chick. The guy's pursuing the hot chick. She's standoffish. Screw you. Finally, bro, he nails her. He nails the hot chick. What happens?
See ya.
See ya. That's what this is. That's exactly what this is, bro. They wanted to see if they could do it, and they did it. And bro, you can't book that way. Jeff, how many times on TV shows, bro, Edith Bunker was raped on an episode of All in the Family. Did we want to see that? Did anybody want to see Edith Bunker be raped? I mean, bro, when you watch television shows, you always don't get what you want. Shit'll happen in the shows that are like a downer. Somebody will get killed. I know Game of Thrones is coming back. I don't watch that. But, bro, I guarantee you there's a lot of ups and downs on Game of Thrones where you're happy about something and then they pull the rug out from under you. Then they're happy and then somebody dies. That's television, bro. Can you imagine if you had a show where everything was happy?
No, a comedy. That's it. A comedy.
Yeah, these are how normal people think. They don't have these conversations there. I'm telling you, they don't have these discussions there. They're in the bubble. They're in the bubble, bro. These are the discussions you need to have, bro. I want to say this in closing, Jeff, and then I'll get your last comments. Bro, everybody worked their ass off. I don't take anything away from anybody. But like I said, bro, no need for it to be as long as it did. And, you paid off everything exactly the way the marks wanted it to be paid off. I don't know if that's such a good idea, because where are the new fans going to come from? Where nothing you did on this show is going to draw new fans.
My just big thing is the length.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, Vince McMahon, we know his life is wrestling. You can't expect the fans' life to be that way too. It's just too long, man. And I didn't,
Jeff, why not eliminate the packages? They're already there. I mean, Jeff, the length of the packages combined, bro, the length of the packages alone had to be 30 to 45 minutes. They had to be.
I think that if there's a story, it makes sense because people may be tuning into WrestleMania that don't watch. So you need to tell them what's going on with this match. But they're normally not stories. They're just highlights of wrestling moves. So they're pointless.
Right. Yeah. All right. Jeff's going to go edit this, and we are going to be back. They're going to get 2 shows today, right, Jeff?
Castrating the Marks is already up. So if you haven't watched that yet, go watch it right now.
All right, everybody. We will be back. I will be back tomorrow with That's Life Solo. And I hope you enjoy this show. Guys, tonight on Twitch, I will be watching Raw, bro. You can join me, twitch.tv/Vince Russo Live. Jeff, tell them about your Patreon, bro.
Check me out on Patreon, patreon.com/JeffLane22. I review Raw and SmackDown every week. I also play video games on there. You can get in on the low tier for only $1 a month to get all my SmackDown and all my Jeff Lane Plays video game videos. Patreon.com/JeffLane22.
All right, bro. We will see you tomorrow.